I just ran a bunch of 100 meters in both climbing shoes and track spikes. You may be wondering, why did you do that? Josh, why did you run 100 meters in climbing shoes? That sounds deranged. Well, it was late last night and I was thinking, I wonder how fast I can run in climbing shoes. So I started looking up, how fast can people run 100 meters in climbing shoes? And there was nothing. I couldn't find anybody who had posted anything, any world records of 100 meters in climbing shoes. So here we are. Let's get a world record in climbing shoes, 100 meters. We are, of course, at a track, and these are track spikes. These are what track runners normally use at a track meets and practice. And today we are gonna ask the question, how fast can we run 100 meters in climbing shoes? These are climbing shoes, and I know that speed climbers can climb 15 meters in about 5 seconds. And so that means they could probably climb 100 meters in like 35, 40 seconds. So can I run 100 meters in about that time and beat a speed run climber? Of course, I'm not climbing, I'm running. So maybe we can set a world record 100 meter dash in climbing shoes. But first, we gotta warm up. So let's go do that. So for my warm up, I do a couple different jogs, and then I do a bunch of drills, and then I do a little bit of like dynamic stretching in between, some donkey kicks and some leg swings and a few things like that. Then I go into some sprint drills, and that was kind of the little montage that you saw a second ago. And then after that, we're gonna get some accelerations that you'll get to see, and then we're gonna do a baseline. Let's see how fast I can go in track spikes, and then we can compare the track spikes versus hopefully the world record 100 meter dash in climbing shoes. I'm seeing some similarities between rock climbing and running. It's kind of funny, when I rock climb, I don't do a very good job about warming up, but when I run or sprint, I've spent the past 40, 45 minutes doing warm-ups, doing drills, doing some dynamic stretches, and doing a couple accelerations, and I'm still not even ready to do a fast-paced workout rep yet. Throwing on my spikes, of course, but I'm still gonna get some accelerations and a few more starts before I try to get that world record. I had a college coach who always told me that our muscles are kind of like sponges. You can rip a dry sponge apart really easily, but if you get a wet sponge and try to rip it, it's much more difficult. And he said it's a similar idea with your muscles, where if you have your muscles that don't have a lot of blood pumped to them or aren't very warmed up, they're easy to tear, easy to injure, but if you get the blood flowing and blood pumping, it's much more difficult to get injured. So that's what we're trying to do.
Just like your climbing shoes.
Just like the climbing shoes.
How did that feel?
That did not feel good. It's been a while since I've been on a track, but we're gonna knock some dust off and try not to embarrass myself. Well, try not to get injured first off, and then try not to embarrass myself, but we'll see what happens. We got our accelerations in, we got our warm up in, and now we're going to get our baseline. I'm in track spikes, I'm gonna run 100 meters, we're gonna see what my time is, and then I'm gonna take off the track spikes, throw on the climbing shoes, and get that world record. It's an unofficial world record. I just can't find anybody that's ran 100 meters in climbing shoes, just because, I mean, it's kind of outlandish to do so. But I'm gonna try for that world record, unofficial world record, and we're gonna compare the times between track spikes and climbing shoes. 11:09 hand time. So whenever I do hand time, I like to just tack on another half second. So maybe 11:05 or something like that. And for somebody who hasn't ran on a track in well over a year, I think that I'll take that. I mean, that's like a okay high school time, or decent high school time, or I think there was even a middle schooler that went faster than that. So that's always nice on the ego. But we're gonna hop on and throw these climbing shoes on and see what happens. My biggest worry is that these shoes are slightly upturned, so I stay on my toes. The climbing shoes are downturned, so I'm gonna be really on my toes, and we're gonna just see what happens and hope for the best. It felt good. I feel warm. My hamstrings aren't blown up. I haven't hit lactic yet. I know it's 100 meters, but that running 100 meters really fast could make you go lactic if you are out of shape, and I am out of shape. So these are obviously super downturned and it felt okay. They're so grippy on the track. I did notice that I wasn't able to get that heel recovery as quick as I wanted to, just because I think the angle of the shoe. I've been giving myself full recovery in between each of my sets, or reps, excuse me. And yeah, I ran faster than these than I expected. 12 seconds or something like that. Yeah, that's great. I did notice myself kind of dialing back on, especially the one with these, as far as my stride goes, because I don't want to pull a calf or anything. But world record, 12 seconds. Let's see if anybody wants to beat that. If anybody's in the Kansas City area and wants to race me in their climbing shoes, let's do it. Let's make a video out of it. Just message me and let's make it happen. It's springtime, and whether you're in climbing shoes or track spikes or just your tennis shoes, getting outside feels fantastic. I really thank you for watching. If you would, drop a like, subscribe, share the video for more content like this, and thank you for watching. Get outside, stay chalky. Thank you.